Imagine this situation. Two friends want to play with one electric train. At first, one person refuses to share. Later, the train stops because the track is not connected properly, and the player needs help. The train becomes a natural setting for both object language and polite expressions such as, "Could you help me fix the track?" Today, we are going to examine an electric toy train closely and learn how to describe it in clear, natural American English. The goal is not only to name the object. The goal is to explain what it looks like, what it feels like, how the important parts work, how the hands interact with it, and how to describe the complete actions safely from beginning to end. An electric toy train is used for playing with a model train that moves around a track. It is a small locomotive with connected cars, wheels underneath, and a matching track. It is made from plastic and metal parts with electrical components depending on the model. Its visible appearance usually includes a locomotive body, windows, wheels, couplers, rails, track pieces, and a power source such as a battery, controller, or powered track. In the hand or during use, it may feel light but solid. The wheels and couplers feel small and delicate, while the track pieces may feel rigid. Notice the difference between describing a fact and describing a sensation. You can say, "It is made of a particular material." That identifies what the object is. You can say, "It feels smooth, firm, cool, or slightly rough." That explains the physical experience of touching or handling it. You can also compare expectation and reality. "It feels lighter than it looks," or "It feels sturdier than I expected." A basic description names the object. A clearer description adds its purpose. A detailed description adds shape, material, texture, and one visible feature. For example, a basic sentence is, "This is an electric toy train." A better sentence is, "This is an electric toy train used for playing with a model train that moves around a track." A more detailed version is, "This electric toy train is a small locomotive with connected cars, wheels underneath, and a matching track. It has a locomotive body, windows, wheels, couplers, rails, track pieces, and a power source such as a battery, controller, or powered track." The detailed version gives the listener a picture without using unnecessarily difficult language. Now let us name the important parts naturally. The main parts include locomotive, train cars, wheels, couplers, track pieces, rails, power switch or controller, and battery compartment or power connection. Do not simply memorize the labels. Connect each part to its position and function. Ask yourself, where is it? What does it look like? What does it do? Which part does the hand touch? This turns passive vocabulary into usable speaking language. Precise verbs make the explanation much clearer. Connect means join two parts together. Line up means put parts in the correct position. Couple means connect train cars. Switch on means start electrical power. Speed up means move faster. Slow down means reduce speed. Derail means come off the rails. Similar verbs are not always interchangeable. A general verb may communicate the idea, but the precise verb shows the direction, force, and purpose of the movement. Instead of saying, "I do something to it," describe the actual action and the result. Here is the physical sequence. First, connect the track pieces. Next, press the joints together until they fit. Then place the train above the rails. After that, line up every wheel with the track. At this point, connect the cars using the couplers. While doing this, turn on the power or controller. Once that is complete, increase the speed gradually. Finally, stop the train before lifting it off the track. Then turn off and disconnect the power. This sequence uses cause and effect naturally. You hold one part steady because that prevents slipping. You line parts up so they move correctly. You use gentle pressure first, otherwise you may damage the object or lose control. Once the action is complete, you check that the object is secure and return it to a safe position. Hand position language is especially useful. You can say, "Place your thumb on the surface." Wrap your fingers around the safe part. Support the base. Keep it upright. Hold it steady with one hand while the other hand moves the smaller part. Move it toward you. Push it away from you. Apply a little pressure. Line it up before you continue. These chunks sound natural because they explain both position and movement. Safety is part of a complete description. Use the correct power source for the model. Keep liquids away, turn the power off before adjusting the track, and watch small parts around young children. Do not pull the cars apart roughly because the couplers may break. A strong English explanation does not only tell someone what to do, it also explains why. Use phrases such as, "This prevents damage." That way it will not slip. Keep your fingers away from the unsafe part. Do not force it if it feels stuck. Make sure it is secure before you continue. Let us upgrade the language step by step. A simple version is I use it. A clearer version is I hold it and move the correct part. A stronger version is I hold the main body steady with one hand and use the other hand to control the moving part. A detailed version adds direction and result. I line it up carefully, apply gentle pressure, and continue until it moves into the correct position. This is the kind of development that helps with PET and FCE speaking because it combines accuracy, sequence, and detail. Natural spoken English also uses short cause and effect chunks. I keep it steady because I do not want it to slip. I move slowly so I can stay in control. I check the position before I continue. Once it is secure, I finish the action. While I am using it, I watch the moving parts. After I finish, I put it back in place. These connectors make the description sound organized rather than like a disconnected list. Common mistakes usually come from choosing a verb that is too general, using too much force in the description, or skipping the final safety step. Avoid saying only, I open it, I do it, or I put it there when a more precise action is available. Also avoid adding details that you cannot actually observe. When the design may vary, say, depending on the version, or describe only the parts you can see. Here is one complete real-life model. I place the electric toy train set on a clear table. First, I connect the track pieces and press each joint together so the rails form one continuous path. Then I place the locomotive above the track and line up all the wheels carefully. I couple the cars behind it and check that every connection is secure. After I switch on the controller, the train begins to move slowly. I increase the speed a little, but I slow it down before a curve. When the game is finished, I stop the train, turn off the power, lift the cars from the rails, and separate the track pieces gently. Now listen to a short action sequence. I join several rigid pieces into a path, place small wheels directly above two rails, connect the cars, start the power, reduce the speed before a curve, and turn everything off before taking it apart. The actions are connect, line up, couple, switch on, slow down, and disconnect. The value of this challenge is that the verbs create a mental picture. When you hear the direction, the hand position, and the result, you can identify the object and the action even before the object is named. The next time you describe this object, begin with its purpose, move to shape and material, name the main parts, explain the action in sequence, and finish with one safety point. Use precise verbs, natural chunks, and clear cause and effect. That approach will make your English more accurate, more visual, and much easier for another person to follow.